So, legendary Spanish filmmaker Pedro Almodovar has returned to Cannes with a brand new drama called Bitter Christmas. And while the movie delivers all the color, emotion, and stylish storytelling fans expect from him, critics says it feels more like a reflection of his past work rather than a bold new masterpiece. Known for iconic films like Pain and Glory, and Volver, Almodovar has built a career around deeply personal storytelling, emotionally damaged characters, and visually stunning worlds filled with vibrant colors and theatrical drama. Bitter Christmas continues the tradition, but this time the story becomes even more self referential. The film centers on Elsa, played by Barbara Lini, a former art house filmmaker who abandoned serious cinemas to direct commercials instead. Even though she is financially successful, Elsa feels creatively empty and emotionally exhausted. She suffers from severe migraines and spends much of the movie trying to reconnect with her artistic side by secretly writing a screenplay inspired by the troubled lives of her friends. Among those friends are Patricia, a woman trapped in a failing marriage, and Natalia, a grieving young mother struggling after personal tragedy. Elsa begins borrowing pieces of their lives for her script, blurring the lines between real emotion and artistic inspiration. But halfway through the movie, Almodovar introduces a major twist. It turns out Elsa's entire storyline is actually part of a screenplay being written by another character named Raul Rossetti, played by Leonardo. Raul is an aging film director who strongly resembles Almodovar himself from his appearance to his creative struggles. Like Elsa, Roll has become trapped in his own artistic world, stealing emotional material from the people closest to him while slowly losing touch with real family. The movie then transforms into a layered story about storytelling itself. Characters create story inspired by other characters who are themselves inspired by real emotional experience. It becomes a complicated hall of mirrors where art imitates life and life imitates art. Visually, however, Bitter Christmas is exactly what fans would expect from Pedro Almodovar. Every scene burst with bright reds, hot pinks, deep yellows, and beautifully designed interiors. One standout sequence set on the volcanic black beach of Lanzarote creates some of the film's most unforgettable imagery. The movie also features longtime Almodovar collaborators, including composer Alberto, whose dramatic orchestral score constantly adds emotional energy to the story. And of course, fan favorite actress Rossi Di Palma makes a memorable appearance as well. Still, despite all the visual beauty and clever storytelling tricks, critics say the film sometimes feel emotionally distant, unlike Pain and Glory, which connected deeply with audience through its vulnerability and honesty. Bitter Christmas can feel more like an intellectual exercise than an emotionally powerful drama. Some characters seem underdeveloped, certain plot lines feel unfinished, and the film's ending reportedly arrives very suddenly just as the emotional tension begins to fully build. Yet, even with those flaws, Bitter Christmas remains fascinating because it feels like Pedro Almodovar examining his own identity as an artist. The films ask difficult question about creativity, memory, and whether filmmakers sometimes become too obsessed with turning real pain into art. In the end, Bitter Christmas may not rank among Almodovar's greatest masterpiece, but it still offers a stylish, playful, and deeply self-aware cinematic experience that longtime fans will likely enjoy exploring. Thank you for watching. Bye.